Hi everyone! Okay, welcome to my channel. My name is Alice. It's so wonderful to be here with you. Thank you for being here. Oh, we are about to embark upon a little video all to do with law. I'm wonderfully sporting a hoodie from the gorgeous Profanity Gear. So this isn't sponsored, by the way. It's just because, you know, she's my friend and I love the hoodie. It's very warm and yummy, and it says just such a powerful message. So I thought I'm gonna wear this hoodie because of the topic we're talking about. Now I know that that this brand, you know, this may be more referring to the law of being human, you know, the laws and things like that, which I will mention at the end of the video. But this video I want to talk about spiritual law, right? And what we misunderstand, what we misinterpret, what we miss, right? And how to bridge that gap. So my name is Alice. I'm a teacher of the mystery schools, weaver of light. It's gorgeous to be here. Wherever you're watching this, say hi, let me know how you are. You might be watching this on Instagram, Facebook or YouTube. Find me on any of them. Ascension to Love with Alice. But yes, spiritual law. I am the law. You are the law in many ways that we don't even realise and many others don't realise. But spiritual law, whether we like it or not, even though we are physical, right? At this point in time when I'm talking to you, I am connecting, I am utilising the instrument of light that I am housed within. My vehicle of light, which is here in the physical realm. Because to be here on planet Earth, to be physically focused, we need this physical body. I'm borrowing this body. I'm borrowing it from the earth, right? Because I am an eternal being. Anyone watching this video will know that they are an eternal being, flowing, dancing, moving, shifting, really having wonderful fun, just creating and playing with everything that is to be, to hear, smell, taste, touch, feel, you know, connect with one another, right? You know, this is all part of why we are choosing to pick up this body, put it on every day, right, and go, I'm going to enjoy this life, we're going to have a wonderful time. Some choose not to enjoy the life, and that's what we're going to talk about as well. So, to be here, there are laws that are, they are essentially the algorithms and the patterns and the behaviours that are just, they just are, right? They just are. Our understanding as humans, our understanding of those is really quite limited. Even for those who are advanced in their field, even those who have been studying spirituality for a very long time, the embodiment and understanding of these laws is really quite limited still because we are in a collective ascension, right? Until we really start to realise that all of this around is us, is me, is you, until we start to realise that oneness, and we reach that tipping point collectively where collectively we're starting to realise that oneness, we will only have access to the highest points that we can achieve while still being a part of that collective. Okay? And the collective means the average, right? Now, I'm going to talk about one of the laws that is very well known. People call it the law of attraction, but I'm going to talk about the law of attraction and repulsion because that is one law. That is one law, attraction and repulsion. However, most people miss off that end part, right? And actually, I think if we spoke about the end part, it'd make understanding how the law of attraction works and how we're creating without realizing it, because we're creating passively right now, most of us, and sometimes there'll be intentional creation, but most of the time it's passive, right? Most of the time it is very, very passive. And what I mean by that is, so I was talking to someone very briefly, just a comment here and a comment there. Someone had asked a question, I happened to see it, I offered a bit of insight, and it was on, you know, someone had asked, you know, why are so many mediums and empaths and people in the spiritual world, why are they getting hooked into low energy paradigms, right? And it was really interesting because the comment which I said, I was like, you know, depending on your base vibration, depending on the individual's base vibration, will depend on whether you see the angels around you or whether you see the demons around you, right? It's all to do with you. We see what we are, what we're vibrating at. And this person took it to kind of like, the way that they had interpreted it was like, well, I don't have any fears, right? I don't feel like I fear that. I'm like, no, this is not about what we consciously think that we know. And I say think that we know because there is no whole truth. There is only our truth and our ability to interpret the energy that is coming in at the level that we're calibrated. That's really important to understand. So, and I went on to say, even subconsciously, it doesn't matter where we feel that we fear, our emotions will show us whether we're in alignment or not, right? Where our subconscious body is. And our unconscious, we'll see that projected. That's how the shadow work works, right? It's because of whatever we see around us. And this is actually really where it's at, because underneath all of that, underneath the mental patterns, the mental body, the emotional body, the astral body, the physical body, underneath all of that is vibration, right? Is vibration. And this is what we miss. Vibration is not the emotions. Vibration is not the conscious awareness. Vibration is not the physicalness. These are all byproducts. These are all... those things are symptoms of the vibration, right? Those things are symptoms of the vibration that we are embodying. And the thing is that we can refresh our vibration constantly through the day. So anytime you're going to do something, anytime you're going to go pick up your phone, set your vibration. Anytime you're going to go outside, set your vibration. Because the thing is there is all these other vibrations, physical and non-physical around, right? That are weaving and playing with us. Now, what most of us don't realise is that we focus so much on our affirmations, we focus so much on our emotion and on our beliefs and healing and digging within and doing all of that, which is great. It's got a purpose and it serves a purpose. But what we're forgetting is that underneath it all is vibration. And when we start to, and this is what is coming in for many people now, or maybe for a few people, maybe not many yet, but we've already started, over the past couple of years, we've already started to really tap into how we are discerning, right? That veil has come off here. We're starting to discern more. We're starting to see through further illusions. We've had enough contrast. We're seeing the illusion, and now what is coming in is that deeper discernment where we're actually not even seeing or hearing or focusing on the words, the energy, the words, the emotion from someone, but we're actually receiving the vibration first, right? This is how telepathy works as well, right? There's this fluid movement of energy and this ability to discern and the heightened light quotient that we're housing within us. Now, what happens is when we try looking within ourselves for something to heal, we will never finish searching. Let me say that again. If you start to try and look within you for the root of why something is happening, you will never escape that pattern because you are attracting it in. That is the law of attraction. You're focusing your energy on it and that is bringing it to you. Similarly, if we are wanting a solution to something, however, our vibration does not match the desire for that solution, a common one is abundance, right? A common one is abundance, but actually I'm going to use freedom because I'm wearing this hoodie. I'm going to use freedom. So many people desire freedom. They want freedom, they desire freedom. What they don't realize is that they've asked for it over and over and over again, vibrationally. As soon as we have an experience of contrast, so that is someone taking away our right to breathe freely, should we choose to adhere to that. Whether someone is saying you can't go here or you can't go there, or you can't do this or you can't do that, or we feel entrapped by a financial dynamic or something like that, freedom, right? Whilst that is active in our vibration, that is what we are attracting, and so we are repulsing the solution because we cannot receive the solution whilst we're focusing on the problem, right? And this is one of the very basic laws here. But what most people miss is the vibration underneath everything. It's the vibration that we want to look at. And this is where we can't think ourselves into alignment. We can't talk ourselves into alignment in that way, right? We can't follow a script and say, I'm going to say this, this, and this. This is a magic word, a magic spell, magic incantation, and poof, it's done. It doesn't really work like that because we don't believe it, right? We're not shifting the speed in which we're pulsating within ourselves, because on a microcosmic level within us, on an individual atom size level, even smaller, we're vibrating, right? It's like anyone that actually, anyone that's looked into electricity and how electricity works, you know, whenever you're receiving electricity from a power plant, they're not sending you a clump of electricity. It's like, here you go, turn on your light switch. There's the energy for that. It doesn't come from them. It's just a shifting of the atoms, right? It's a shifting of that energy, and the energy moves. And then when we plug something into the wall, we're creating resistance and a block for it to light up that thing, and that's where the focus is. So that's why this light can now be on, because I've plugged this light in, and the flow of electricity that runs through this house has met a block, and that block is causing a focus of energy. So like this light is lit up right here, right, because I've plugged it into the wall, and that is exactly what we are doing all day, every day, and that is how we create. We're lighting up lights everywhere, but sometimes they are not lights that we want to see, right? Sometimes they don't have the right picture on that we want to see, right? You know, sometimes they don't have the right shade on, you know what I mean? So when we look at it in that perspective, you know, what can we do? What can we do to shift and to change this and to really take this within ourselves and to actually utilize it and embody it in a better way? Well, first, as soon as we get into the mind, right, as soon as something isn't going how we want, right, we're going to try and think about it to think ourselves out. No, we need to literally hit our off button. We need to unplug ourselves. That's what we need to do, right? As soon as we go, oh, this light is lit up, I do not want this light lit up, we unplug the light. That's what we need to do, right? And that's what most people misinterpret, because they try and talk to the light and try and go, oh, light, I love that you are this colour and this brightness, but I would love for you to shift and change that. And they think that because we're using nice words and I'm talking nicely to the light, that the light is going to listen and go, oh, they're nice words, I'm going to shift now. That light hasn't changed colour, right? It's not changed colour, it's not changed brightness. You know, the only thing I can do is unplug it, right? I'm not thinking it into being. I'm not thinking, oh, this is no longer a light, this is no longer a light, this is something else, I'm turning it off with my mind. No, because we haven't embodied that ability yet. We have not remembered that ability yet because we haven't mastered the laws yet. You know, teleportation, telepathy, telekinesis, all these things are very doable, but we have to master the vibration. And it's only in mastering the vibration that you're actually able to really start to communicate with someone telepathically, start to move objects or influence the elements, right? So you got to unplug. How do we unplug? We move our body, we release ourselves, we do something to shift the mind from whatever it is, from the focus of that light. You know, switch on another light. I could then focus my attention on this one. I don't even, like, there's a light in my corner all the way over there. I could focus my attention all the way over there, or through the window and look at the sun out the window, and I don't even see this light anymore. And then I'm like, oh, I forgot that was on. Great. Do that enough times, right? Move your body. I mean, meditation is always perfect, because when we slow our mind, whether we're gazing into a candle, whether we're counting something, you know, that's why counting sheep actually it could be really helpful. But that's why kind of slowing down the breathing and breathing in the light energy of love within you, when you do that, what happens is you're slowing momentum down of anything else as well. You're moving the focus away from anything else as well. You're unplugging it without even realising it. It might be slower unplugging like that. Laughter, a great way to raise the energy, right? But if we are focused and if we are we're constantly absorbing energy, we are constantly the energy that is around us. That is our vibration, right? There is a phrase that says, you know, you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Not just the 5 people, the 5 things, what's around you, right? If you've got social media on, you know, there are plenty of light workers on social media right now who are actually creating the split and the division without even realizing it, because they're posting, they're mocking, they're joking on some of the things that have been created in some people's worlds. And we don't realize it. As light workers, we don't realize it. We think, I'm a light worker, but I see this, I'm going to talk about it. Then we're not embodying the laws of the universe to the capacity we're able to. Right? As soon as we switch that off, stop posting about that, stop commenting, stop engaging on that, the sooner we do that, the sooner our vibration shifts, and wow, is it quick when things start to flow in that you actually really, really, really do desire. Boom. Okay. For the people out there that do want to hear just a little fraction on law of the, of the physical world. Oh, first and foremost, if you are watching this in December, Akashic record work, specifically karma releasing and soul retrieval, is on sale. So if you're watching this December 2021, do have a look on there, and if you would like to get it at a discount, go to my website aliceheath.com and book a slot before all the December slots evaporate. Anyone that is registered before the 18th of December for Sacred Feminine Wisdom, which is the womb mysteries, right? There is a live call on Saturday the 18th for everyone that is enrolled. That is a full moon, so we're going to be doing some wonderful stuff there and talking about anything divine feminine. So that can be sacred sexuality, that can be moon cycles, that can be anything. And do stay tuned for actually on Wednesday, December 29th, 7:30 UK time, myself and the wonderful Carolyn Bennett will be co-hosting a evening of magic and alchemy. So that'll be really, really powerful, helping you alchemize certain things, but or whatever it is that you desire to alchemize. But yeah, in the meantime, for anyone that is watching this, just for a little tidbit on law, what I would encourage you to do is to, and if you are going to look at this, obviously once again, watch where your vibration is at, watch how your vibration is being influenced and how much time and how you're setting up and refreshing your vibration before and after looking at this stuff, because there is a lot of anger, right, and contrast, as you can imagine, right? But law, there are 3 laws: law of the land, law of the air, law of the water. Most of us, whether we realize it or not, because silence is consent, unfortunately, in the law, are engaged in law of the water. That is what any agent is operating under. Any government body, they are privately owned, only for-profit companies, and any enforcer of that is essentially a member of HR enforcing their policy, right? So it's only governed by consent. When we understand that, we realise that they've got nothing, right? No one can stop us doing anything when we realise that. When we realise that we are a man or we are a woman, we then start to fall under law of the land. Law of the air is the thing that kind of bridges the two in between. This is the one that kind of, you know, this is where law of equity comes in. This is where you get your maxims and your affidavits and your liens and stuff. So if you are kind of wanting to still play in both the land and the water, then that's where you start to learn about law of the air, law of equity. So just a few things to point you in the right direction. But someone had asked me at some point earlier today about what it's like here in England to live, because they want to move here from another country, and I think they're English anyway, I can't remember, but and they were just saying, you know, is it as bad as what people think? And I replied to them saying, you create your reality. If you're focusing on any fear-mongering, if you're focusing on someone else's story and adopting that as your truth, and if you're allowing that into your vibrational field by seeing it, this is before you even engage, but just seeing it and then, you know, engaging in anything like that, then you will create the entrapment around you, the cage around you create, and you put that around yourself, right? Or you can just remember that you are a free man, you are a free woman, and it's only when you consent and enter into a joinder that someone else has authority over you. So remember, when we see something that says, I am the law, every man and every woman is the law unto themselves. They are their own court, they are their own house, they are their own law, right? If we start to understand that, right? So really do your homework with that, because no one else's truth, no one else's opinion and things like that is going to help you unless you know it through and through. So for anyone that was watching for that part, I hope that was helpful. And I'm sure it's kind of posed a lot more questions, but now it's time to find the answers rather than expecting someone else to bring them to you, right? Everything is an energy exchange. So happy discovering. Allow the law of attraction to bring those solutions to you, like it has done with this video, with hearing that. And I will see you on the next video as well. So once again, if you want a hoodie like this, you can go to Stacey's shop, Profanity Gear, on Etsy. I think she's on eBay as well, I'm not sure. By the time you're watching this, there is no more Christmas deliveries. You're looking at January now. And just thank you so much, Stacey. Love it. Absolutely love it. And it's a great colour as well. Very cozy. This is medium and it's huge, by the way. So, you know, go for a small if you're smaller than me. So much love, everyone. Bye for now.